Previously on this channel.
If you give public promise to do something, you kind of have to do it, and there is no way to escape it. So there's no
Escape from me now.
Yeah, I'm watching this video and all I can think of is poor girl, so naive, and she doesn't know yet what's gonna happen with her.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, so last year I tried to start a series, Sewing My Wardrobe from Zero, and unfortunately what happened is that 2025 hit me like a truck, to be honest. What had happened first? On 1st of January, I got cold. Like right after the New Year's night, I got cold, and I didn't just get like a mild cold, like slight fever, runny nose. No. First 3 days, I started to gradually lose my voice, and for a brief moment, I got possessed by a cowboy himbo, and I started to sound like this.
Baby, lock them door and turn the lights down low.
But a good thing, I never lost my sense of humor, so when things started to get worse, and my voice started to sound like this,
It's like this.
I just tried to keep making jokes and make, like funny videos at least
Usually is the part that you remember anyway.
for myself and for, my sister and my husband. But it didn't stop here. I started to get fever, like terrible fever, and it all lasted for 3 weeks. So the first month of 2025 is gone, and I was cold all the time. And you know what? It happened 7 times. In all the same way during 2025. 7 times, each time for at least 2 weeks. I was miserable, and it was absolutely impossible to create in these conditions. And I had work to do as well, like regular orders, and they were my priority. So unfortunately, I didn't film anything. But I promised to make some things, and I still made them. However, I never filmed them. But I made this vintage inspired skirt from 1950s. And I really tried to recreate this look from a brochure from a magazine of the time. I also, just as I promised in this video, I made this dress for an 18th century style ball, and I actually attended it, and then I got ill again when I returned home. Then, what else had happened to me? I adopted 2 stray cats with a litter of kittens each. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you the updates of their life. Yeah, it's pleasant thing. I really like to help animals, and when I can, I donate money to help some shelters and something like this. But this time I got a notice from a relative that there were 2 cats, young cats with kittens, just thrown away next to the field and forest where people don't actually live. So my husband and we decided to go there and rescue them. But since we are very inexperienced, I went boldly and bravely with my hands like bare, absolutely bare. And one of the mama cats completely obliterated my hands. And for a month I had to take antibiotics, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. Disclaimer, there's no blood in these pictures, but I'm gonna show you how my hands looked like after the initial attack. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't comfortable, and it really set me back by a month because I had to recover for a month. And I had, as I said before, regular orders and some passion projects. And between 2 of them, I had to pick customers over myself because it's my survival. Then, let me tell you about something good that had happened too. I finally moved from a little sewing room that I used to occupy before. It was basically like Harry Potter living under the stairs situation for me, because it was 2 by 2, so 4 square meters. for someone who makes so many things, it was like, jail cell, really. I'm really grateful that I had something like this. But now I'm residing in my own sewing studio, which was made in the old attic. Like, it was an attic 6 months ago. There was nothing here. And now it's pretty cozy. It's a little bit messy. I'm sorry about that. But it's nice. It's spacious. It has a lot of room. It has windows, more than one window, which is already cool. It has 3 actually. So yeah, and if you ever had anything renovated in your life, you will understand what I mean. It is really mentally taxing because you have to plan everything, and especially if it's your workplace, you have to think through where everything should be, and it's difficult. And it's financially draining, so all my mind was there in work because I had to finish all of the projects to sponsor the attic renovation, and I had to spend all my mental energy on planning and rearranging and predicting how, where, and what should be here. By the way, today's sponsor is me. Let me be my own sponsor in my own video. Why not? So I make custom costumes, corsets, and basically anything you dream, I can at least try to make. If it's something that can be sewn, I'm your guy. I decided to include a couple of close-up videos of my recent creations that I really love. And yeah, basically, if you need a costume, a cosplay, a corset, just let me know. Maybe we'll work something out. But now let's move to 2026. The first most obvious thing would be probably to go back to sewing my wardrobe, because I still want to try it. I still have a couple of designs that I would like to add to my wardrobe, and I think that would be interesting for you to watch how I made them. And I have to confess, I'm not really strong on tutorials because I myself don't know how I feel about tutorials. I like sew along videos and they feel more natural to me to make. Sew along videos are kind of more inspiring, and they are paced a little bit differently and they are less serious, and that's what I'm leaning towards. So I guess I'll be making more like sew along, sew in my wardrobe videos, not full tutorials. But if you are already a confident beginner in sewing, you might see something useful or hear something useful here and there in one of my videos in future, because I plan to just like comment on what I do, but not go full deeply in each process, because it's not my thing. I plan to make several 18th century style garments for an upcoming ball that my friends will attend. I will make these dresses for them. And I hopefully will film all of them made. And I also plan to make a lot of skirts. I plan to make a couple of summer pants. So here are my plans for 2026, and please cross your fingers together with me so nothing and no one will jinx me this year. So yeah. Now let's get to the cat part of this video. So when we took them in, the mamas were very scared and very skinny, in bad condition, and their kittens were like 5 days old only. But they started to grow so fast, just like all kittens do, and they happened to be very smart and nice and very polite kittens. And my own cat, like the one we had before, Brownie, he adopted these kitties as his own children, and he started to teach them how to cat. And most of these kittens were adopted by my friends or friends of my friends, but 2 of them, they are gonna stay with me forever. And 2 mammoth, both of them, we decided to keep them too, because I don't feel like they are ready to get used to another human being. They got used to me, they got used to my husband, and it's not going to be nice to their mental health to just look for another home for them. So yeah, 6 cats, a big happy cat family. Best decision ever.